Hello, and welcome to Dolphin's Dive, the weekly strategically minded Handelabra stream hosted by Logic Dolphin. Handelabra believes in civil rights for everyone and in being as inclusive as possible, so any comments or activity actively working against those goals are not welcome and will not be tolerated. You can follow us at Handelabra Games on Twitch and Handelabra on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. You can follow me personally at Logic Dolphin on Twitch, Twitter, Discord, YouTube, and pretty much any avenue. Sentinels of the Multiverse, Bottom of the Ninth, One Deck Dungeon, Aeon's End, and Spirit Island are all available on Steam, iOS, and Android devices, and One Deck Dungeon is also available on Switch, and Sentinels of Earth Prime is in active development. You can find more information on those games at handelabra.com. Alrighty, it's kind of been a while since we've had a normal week, I think. Last week was Spirit Island, I think. Was it? Yeah, it was, because I did 4-player Spirit Island, since I wasn't playing on Saturday. And then the week before that, I think I was doing Oblivion stuff. I don't think I've really done the vintage one-shot thing for a while, have I? Yeah, we did 2 Oblivion weeks, and then Spirit Island. And now this is a normal week, although next week is, again, Oblivion month. Or Oblivion week, the start of the first stream of the month. So, we're doing vintage one-shots, and I don't know where we are. Oh, this looks fun, but this is not what we're doing. Because we're doing the one-shots from 5 years ago as we try to complete our collection. There's no one-shots that have been missed, right? We didn't, like, skip one and never go back to it. I think there was one of, the recent ones that I was like, yeah, I'm just not going to do that one. Oh, yeah, Ultimate Dreamer we didn't do. But we're going to continue going from the days of yore, and we're now back to more than 5 years ago. This issue ended October 10th, 2017. 17 days and 5 years ago. We'll see if we can get caught up to this week today or not. We'll see. Ring of Fire. Deep beneath the surface of the earth, our heroes find themselves caught between a probability-bending villain and a horde of increasingly angry Magmarians. Kismet's talisman has been imbued with the power of this place, and it burns, burns, burns. This one-shot requires shattered timelines, vengeance, and villains of the multiverse. Pretty short description. I'm guessing the burns, burns, burns is some sort of media reference because I don't understand media. But it's a Kismet one-shot, but it's not a randomized start, which is weird. I feel like every time it's Kismet versus Setback, it's randomized, but I guess this one wasn't. Therefore, breaking the rule. Challenge Kismet versus Brook City Wraith and Fugue State Parse and Hunted Naturalist and Darkwatch Setback and Knife in Liquid Hot Magmaria. It is hot, hot, hot. Feeling hot, hot, hot. If it's that reference, I only know that from The Office, and I don't think I've ever actually heard the song, but I know it's like a Jamaican reference thing. Poor lost little heroes, it looks like your luck has just run out. Preliminary investigations have shown this will be a tough fight. Okay, Wraith. So, Brook City Wraith starting with Infrared IP Smoke Bomb, Suit Yourself, Trust Fund. Fugue State Parse starting with Between the Lines, Extrasensory Awareness, and 2 Reveal the Flaws. Hunted Naturalist with Indomitable Force, Shifter Strength, the Deadly Crocodile, and the Formidable Rhinoceros. It's not Darkwatch Setback, I'm sorry. I can't tell the difference between the two. They both have black tops. But regular Setback, with Cause and Effect, Karmic Retribution, Silver Lining, and Uncharmed Life. And Knife with Focusing Conduit Blade, Incidental Contact, Primed Punch, and Wrecking Uppercut. I kind of like that start. Pretty nice. So we are starting with the talisman in the villain play area. The challenge rule: at the start of each hero's turn, if the talisman is in their play area, it deals that hero character card 5 fire damage. So having a flipped Kismet is a bit tricky to deal with because we'll be dealt extra damage from the burning talisman. Gameplay: at the start of the villain turn, if the talisman is in front of a hero, Kismet flips. If Kismet did not flip this turn, she deals each hero target 1 psychic damage. Whenever a hero target deals another hero target 4 or more damage, 1 Jinx card is destroyed. At the end of the villain turn, the top card of the villain deck is revealed. If it is a lucky card, it is put into play. If not, it is shuffled into the villain deck. And on the flip side, happens that the talisman is in front of the hero at the start of the villain turn. At the start of the villain turn, if the talisman is in the villain play area, Kismet flips. If Kismet did not flip this turn, she deals the talisman 2 irreducible psychic damage. At the end of the villain turn, Kismet regains 1 HP for each lucky card in play. Then Kismet deals the hero target with the highest HP X psychic damage, where X equals 9 minus the HP of the talisman. So. Cool. So she only flips like once per round. The talisman is a character card, right? Because it has 2 sides that are not normal. I think that's the rule for character sides or character cards. The talisman. When flipped to the side, restore this card to 7 HP and put it in the villain play area. This card is indestructible. When reduced to 0 or fewer HP, flip this card. Increase damage dealt by Kismet by X, where X equals the number of Jinx cards in play. On the other hand, the Stolen Charm. When flipped to this side, restore this card to 7 HP and put it in front of the hero with the highest HP. This card is indestructible. When reduced to 0 or fewer HP, flip this card. The hero this card is in front of gains the following power. Reveal the top 3 cards of any one deck. Put them back on top of that deck in any order. Yeah, so it's a 7 HP thing. It's actually the same talisman on both sides, same art, just slightly different backgrounds. So yeah, on the front side, it powers up Kismet based on Jinx cards in play. On the flip side, it powers us up by giving us a power for deck manipulation, which is really strong in the game of Sentinels. But the flip side of that is that she will deal progressively more damage to that corresponding hero. Deals damage to the talisman, so like 7 minus 2 is 5, and then 9 minus 5 is 4. She would deal 4 psychic damage to the hero target with the highest HP. If the talisman is down to 1 HP, then she'd be dealing 8 damage. And of course, this can be mitigated or manipulated by damage reduction or increased by damage increase. You know, those things. But of course, if the talisman is in our play area at the start of our turn, it also deals us fire damage. So it's going to be rather hot. Indeed. But she did not flip this turn, so she's dealing 1 psychic damage to each hero target. And with more Jinx cards, this is more powerful. She's starting with Lady Luck right out the gate. Oh boy. Starting slippery. Lady Luck can prevent its own destruction. Whenever a villain card would be destroyed, reveal the top card of the villain deck. If it is not a lucky card, discard it and prevent the card destruction. If it is a lucky card, put it into play. So Lady Luck is basically replacing itself with a lucky card if you try to destroy it. We do have some ongoing destruction somewhere. We have cause and effect. Which, of course, we could try to do it, but we would need to know what's on the top of her deck. We got infrared eyepiece to figure that out. Is there a lucky card that brings jinxes? No, this is not a lucky card. If this were lucky, that'd be pretty brutal. But it could play it, right? Because this says play the top card of the villain. So, like, that basically would replace it with a card, basically. Yeah, so she deals increased damage based on Jinx cards in play, but if we were to deal another hero target 4 or more damage, we destroy a Jinx card. So that is a way of mitigating that extra damage increase. And that kind of pays for itself, because, you know, he's hitting 5 targets for 1 damage. If that's increased by 1, that's an extra 5 damage. So dealing 4 damage to destroy a Jinx is pretty worth, isn't it? Unless she's just not dealing, like, with smoke bombs or something. Right now, there is a 3-way tie for lowest. Unfortunately, well, I guess setback might not always be the highest, but like smoke bombs would reduce the next round of 1 damage by 1 3 times, assuming that the environment doesn't screw it up. You could try to set it up for naturalist to be highest, although I mean, he does have a lot of HP recovery, but no. Powers on the Gazelle for HP recovery. I think there is another means of HP recovery, though, that's rhinoceros based, is it not? I mean, I think this is reduction. This is it. Okay, that's HP recovery. It's weird that the Gazelle has it, but I guess putting it on the rhinoceros's base power would kind of make the Rhinoceros too OP right at the gate. We probably don't need the smoke bombs right now. Infrared eyepiece is really good. Don't really want to do things with this. This sleuth is weird because it can cycle the environment deck, but it's not really going to prevent the next card play. Nor can we prevent the prevention of Lady Luck's destruction. Shaky Arm or Scattered Mind. Most cards in play versus most cards in hand. Most cards in hand is most likely going to be Wraith. Not dealing damage just yet. It doesn't have her damage dealing powers. Doesn't have utility belt, so it's like we can't use infrared eyepiece plus something else. So maybe we allow for that to happen. Naturalist could also very easily have it if he just draws 2 cards. But Naturalist also would like to deal damage, most likely. Yes, some damage dealers. I mean, this. Since this is Hunted Naturalist, and we have a farm in hand, we can very easily get Naturalist to get triply set up. Select for 3 icons. Although we don't have anything that cares for 3 icons just yet. If he does draw extra cards off this, but I guess the thing is we would rather use this effect, wouldn't we? But it does draw 1. Yeah, setback's not gonna get the cause and effect off, it looks like. So most likely we're gonna just gonna destroy the Jinx. Although, yeah, Lady Luck is going to make Jinxes harder to destroy, isn't it? And we don't have the means of preventing it because right now these are Jinxes. So, I don't know. I'm going back and forth here. Card discards can be really bad because it forces you to have fewer cards. Damage reduction. I'm gonna go with damage reduction. Damage reduction can be bad, but I think that not having resources in hand is kind of even worse. We have extra sensory awareness, by the way. This allows us to do a reshuffle. You do know what the top card is, but you can look at the 2 cards below it, discard one of them, put the other 2 back on top, and then if they're all Jinxes, we could shuffle it to try again, but then we won't know what's on top. Guaranteed. This Fugue State Parse, we could put the bottom card on my deck into play, but we're not discarding right now. Yeah, let's do Extra Sensory Awareness. This is a super powerful card. Super powerful. Those are all Jinxes. Those are all Jinxes. Oops, all Jinxes. We're gonna shuffle probably because, I mean, it's not like the effect of Shaky Arm is bad, but the Jinx being in play powers up Parse, or Parse. Powers up Parse, so it's good. No, it powers up Kismet. Ooh, but one-shot Jinx, not bad. Because that means we don't have. So I guess we lit. Ooh, and we also. Ooh, but we will know what the top 2 are now. Ooh, but that's fine, right? Because if the top card is not a lucky card, shuffle it into the villain deck. Okay, so if I do Imminent Destruction on top, Shaky Arm below, we get the damage from Imminent Destruction, but not from Shaky Arm. This destroys all environment cards. It's the kind of the terraforming card. So yeah, let's do it. We can't destroy Lady Luck, but we will not have to destroy another card anyway. We're fine. And let's Rhino up. And let's select Gazelle probably, since we have a Crocodile in my hand and I don't want to play anything else. Hey, Gazelle. Crafty Assault destroys ongoings, which... And here you don't really care what you do. Let's do Silver Lining plus your top card. Hopefully you don't destroy things. Well, you regained HP. Okay, sure. Yeah, that's fine. Karmic Retribution is kind of a weird power, or weird one-shot. Removing 7 tokens to deal 7 damage is... I don't know. I don't think it's worth removing 7 unless for some reason you don't want the tokens, like with Looking Up. But I think Looking Up's usually worth having those tokens for. I mean, of course you do the self-damage, but... this is really powerful when combined with high-risk behavior. I wouldn't really want to remove the tokens, especially with high-risk behavior, basically. Increased energy damage, I think, is fine. Base power, benefited. Not going to destroy this card, probably. The others, save that for if I want to hit Talisman, I suppose. This won't deal extra damage just yet, but will be benefited by the Focusing Conduit Blade, and we don't want to grab the top card of the villain deck right now. Could in the future with that, though. Not use that power. Amplify Combatant is also good for hitting the Talisman and no one else. Fiery Crystallization. Oh boy, equipments are now magma crystals. But we're also gonna lose it immediately, so it doesn't actually matter. More possible damage. Oh, damage. All right. So we do have the infrared eyepiece. We also do have extrasensory awareness, which is a bit nicer because it allows us to like figure out what will be played after the lucky card's destruction. Could also do smoke bombs here. I think that's pretty good. Let's see if we get the lucky card. Nope. Nope. All jinxes. All right, cool. Definitely not unlucky break. I mean, we're gonna discard this most likely. But like, this is a one-shot, but it also destroys hero cards, and that is bad. I could put it on top to discard it, I guess. Because we're definitely going to be using extrasensory awareness. Like, put this on top and then have it get discarded, and then we don't have to worry about this coming out, because it could be revealed later with Karmic Disjunction. I mean, this will only reveal the top 6 cards of the villain deck, but you know, in like 17 turns. Although if we keep doing deck manipulation, we're going to keep going through the villain deck very quickly. Let's put this on top so we can discard it. All jinxes all the time. With Lady Luck in play, it's like literally the worst. Now I know why John wanted this one shot. It's because he is the worst. We don't need irreducible damage. We don't need extra powers. We'll just exploit vulnerability because then you have it. All right, and then, oh, it's a lucky card. It's a lucky card. I also have Scattered Mind. Okay, well, we're definitely discarding Unlucky Break still. Because the thing is, we can now destroy Lady Luck using Cause and Effect. This is going to have the hero with the highest deal the hero with the lowest. That's going to be set back to, or set back, or you, but this is energy damage, so it's not going to be knife. Set back to Fugue State, Parse, or Wraith, 2 damage. That'll be played, and then this is the top card of the deck afterwards. Whenever that hero deals damage, their player must discard a card, and that's going to happen and probably hit. But it could be destroyed by heroes dealing heroes 4 damage. Is this 4 damage at once, or is this... It just says 4 damage. I suppose it's at once, not per turn. I can't like try to combo it with like, you know, incidental contact. or something, doing 2 and 2. Lucky on top so we can destroy Lady Luck. Do not shuffle. Critical multiplier. Oh, we could also destroy the Lady Luck with Crafty Assault. We'll have Gazelle active. Saves the cause and effect. Though you don't really have anything exciting to play anyway, but cause and effect, you know, with 1,000,000 tokens in your thing, in your unlucky pull, that does 1,000,000 damage, right? And Crafty Assault can destroy 2 ongoing cards, which can help if she plays 2 Jinxes in a row or something. Forces extra damage reduction and can redirect damage in case we don't want to take 2 damage, but we're not taking 2 damage now. We just play Cornered Beast. Super effective. I mean, we are going to activate this, but there will not be more non-hero targets than targets, so we'll do this. Don't need to hit the talisman. It's fine. Yes. Oh no, it's Hapless Strike. Oh no. Wraith has HP recovery. Lady Luck was destroyed. I'm gonna select the Croc. I want to draw. This is not really gonna ever work. There needs to be like all the Magmarians in play, but we already destroyed 1 fire crystallization. Actually, no, that's not even the one. It's Magmarian Throng. Yes. With Magmarian Throng, it could eventually work. I think I just want to draw. Especially because with Bestial Shift, we would like to have millions of powers. Or cards. Not powers. Alright, so what are you playing? Uncharmed Life? And so you have it? And then we have this clause happening for the rest of my life? Alright. Add a token. Oh good, cause and effect. Yes! Yes! Ooh, friendly fire. Yay. Alright, primed punch. So now we're primed. Damage. Magmaria. Ooh, good! The Crystalloid Behemoth! Woohoo! But look, it's hitting itself harder. Oh yeah! I do not have 2 tokens. Do I want to remove them? No. Whenever a hero uses a power, this card deals that hero 2 damage. Excellent. Alright, so we do have smoke bombs. That saves a point of damage. And then the rest doesn't matter. Again, no. Alright, now we have Scattered Mind. Whenever that hero deals damage, their player must discard 1 card. We do have the Razor Ordnance. Although, power uses are also kind of bad in another way. This card deals the hero 2 fire damage. Woo. At least... Oh no, but Smoke Bombs is villain damage, right? Damn. Okay. Well, we do want to destroy it. Is Naturalist dealing damage? Is Bestial Shift? It does have damage on it, so I guess that goes to Wraith then. Alright, next card is Lucky. Awesome. Or Wraith. Or Wraith. Parse is yet to find any discards, by the way. At first, the Live Behemoth's kind of rude. Excuse me. Is it worth doing infrared eyepiece with the Behemoth there? Extrasensory awareness is a bit better. Probably end up destroying it with. Because if it's not worth doing infrared eyepiece, it's probably better to just get 2 cards. You could do Suture Self and then infrared eyepiece, and we still get 2 cards and some HP, I suppose. Probably okay. I'm not getting the max HP out of Suture Self, but I would still regain 1 hit point. And I can still like filter the villain deck a little bit. Jinx. Well, I mean, again, we can put Unlucky Break on top so we can discard it. The way we keep our setup strong. Like, have we just... Are there just no lucky cards in this deck? I guess there aren't that many lucky cards, are there? Just 2, 3, 5 lucky cards? Plus the 6, 7, 8. There's only 8 lucky cards out of 25, so I guess you gotta be pretty lucky, huh? Huh. No. Alright, I'll get this out. And let's do this. Alright, there's a lucky. We don't need the lucky anymore. I don't know why I'm thinking about luckies, because we already got rid of Lady Luck. So it's more just we can't have the second card from the top be lucky because Kismet will play it. Healing the hero with the lowest is fine because Smoke Bombs makes it less damage. We discard Unlucky Break, and then now I can't put Scattered Mind on top because then we will have Violent Trickster played anyway. We'll do Violent Trickster. It is going to have everyone discard. But I have Critical Multiplier, so I'm okay with that. Awesome. Alright, I do not have all 3 forms active right now. But I'd have to do this effect. And then this if I want to get 3 HP power, reduce damage, 3 toxic damage power. I mean, all the power uses will mean that I take damage, I guess. Although, I don't have to use the Gazelle power. I get the Rhino, and then here I could use the extra power, and then the Behemoth hits me, but I don't care about that because... Actually, if I do Cornered Beast, I could use the Cornered Beast power. Okay. So I need to select Gazelle. Then I do Bestial Shift. I mean, I could still use the power. It's only 1 damage. I can draw 2 cards. 1 damage for 2 cards is pretty good. Oh no! Alright, Behemoth is gone. When this card is destroyed, one player may move this card to their hand, but it cannot be played from the player's hand, but... Magmarians will say, hey, you get to do things based off that. I'll double check. Whenever you discard a card? Yeah, okay. If you discard an environment card, I presume it goes to the environment trash. So we could put it in hand just to discard it for that lucky card, but what are the effects here? Not that one. Any player that discards me use a power. Whenever here is dealt damage, discard to redirect that damage to this card. This card deals damage based on magma crystals discarded. Reduce damage dealt to selected targets. There's also this one. Draws 3. Okay. So who wants it the most is whoever gets the most benefits. It's not card plays over, right? Draw 3. Power, redirect, damage, and then reduction. Not based on cards in your hand, it's based on powers we could use as far as being unique to that player is. I just want to give it to Naturalist just because he's the one that earned it. The Naturalist doesn't really have that good powers. I mean, he has this. I would allow him to double up on stuff for a bit, I guess. And that would translate to a card play, so I guess that's okay. Of course, it's not in, you know, the thing is not in play right now, but ideally down the road. Friendly fire. I have silver linings, so it's safe. I have a second friendly fire, so it's extra safe. Yay. Oh, is that going to destroy the Jinx? I have a Jinx right now, don't I? Narrow down. So, you have +1 damage from Kismet right now. But Wraith and Parse redirect to Naturalist. Naturalist currently has a -2. And Smoke Bombs reduces that by 1. I think it's okay to leave that Jinx out for the second. We have another Crafty Assault. That's cool. Don't want to destroy this card, please. Do the energy burn. Damage. I do not want to deal energy damage because that is increased. Not really a 1-to-1. The melee we could do. But I don't want you to be lower than 16. Ooh, what if I hit you with the 3? Ooh. Ooh, so I do want to hit you for more. Ooh. So now he's equal, and now Naturalist takes even more Smoke Bombs damage. Or we have Crystalloid Behemoth. And it's taking up the Talisman. Oh no! Well, that's awkward. We do have Uncharmed Life. Is there any purpose in that? Here, target will be dealt damage. You may remove 2 tokens from your unlucky pool to redirect that damage to setbacks. So no. Very much no. I guess I could have figured who I wanted it next to, but it's going to be hard to give it to anyone that's not natural. So it goes to highest. Yeah. So Kismet flips. Here with the highest dealt damage. We don't have a +1 anymore. I don't think we need more than 1 Razor Ordnance because how many unlucky breaks are there? Not anymore. So our cards are very safe. There's no destruction here anymore. Do we need reveal the flaws? It's only going to trigger if there's damage minus, which that's not damage minus. We have a shaky arm, and I think that's it. So I don't think we really need those. Increase the next damage by a hero. This damages the hero with the talisman. This talisman dealing damage. So there's no self-damage happening. The end of the villain turn regains health. So yeah, so we know the top card of the deck still. Not doing the discard of the top card right now, but it is a jinx. Probably want to get rid of it. Do you have a primal charge? The naturalist probably benefits the most from the plus damage. Only +1 damage, not that much. I don't need 2 shifter strengths. Shifter strength is weird because if you're gonna play it to like discard your hand, then you don't really need more than one of it in your hand. But you could always have like 2 and not discard the other one, I suppose. But I generally use it to maximize my draw by discarding my hand because I don't know. Cash out? No, Karmic Retribution. That one's crap. I guess it is HP recovery. Incidental Contact is hard to play. And it doesn't matter who's the lowest because this redirects. It matters if you want to have setback remove 2 tokens, which is false. The answer is no. Alright. Combat stance is not very good in this scenario because heroes hit heroes. I said I could skip on the previous turn. I don't know why when I have Trust Fund in my... I would always play Trust Fund over skip. I have that same dilemma where the Crystalloid Behemoth is staring me down, and I kind of don't want to take the damage now because we have a 3-way tie on HP, which is really good because that means Smoke Bombs is really effective. But I think I'm just going to Trust Fund. Inventory Barrage. Stun Bolt. Make a computer. Throwing knives. Flying stabby knife! Alright, discard 2 of these. How many inventory barrages are there? There's 2. How likely am I to use that inventory barrage? Like 0? I guess we discard combat stance. We said we can't use that. And then... This is just way too slow to get going. But it could be a finisher. She is down to 42. Throwing knives over... I don't know. Not use a power. Grappling hook to get rid of a jinx is good. We still use this because we don't want that to go off. You set the jinx there just to discard it. I forget what it was. I think it was shaky. Or was it weak heart? Might have been weak heart. You don't think you've ever used inventory barrage in the digital version? Yeah. Like, is there really any time you're gonna do this other than like to finish off a villain, or Wraith is about to die, or your equipments are about to get wiped because End of Days is out, or you know it's Omnitron who's gonna play the card that destroys equipments and deals damage based on it, which is standard difficulty 1 villain fare. Also, hey Zidfall, how you doing? So we have a quick calculation, which could allow me to control the bottom of my deck at the very least, but we aren't gonna do that. I don't want Parse to do damage, right? Could I do Between the Lines and kill the behemoth that way? Because we would do this effect, activate the croc, Good play. Primal charge. Raw damage. Yeah, no, kill it. Okay. Yes. Blend into the pack would mean I want the behemoth in play? It tells me no. And I need both these hits to kill this guy, even with all the pluses. Oh, but right, one of them's a temporary plus anyway. And... wait, where was... oh, exploit vulnerability and then the critical multiplier. So I could hit setback, but... I don't want to hit setback, he's tied right now. So we could double up on Naturalist here, but these Magmarians... each player may discard a Magma Crystal, so we should spread the wealth in that regard. Knife's probably the better one then, because, like, destroying this card allows her to play stuff. Like, she has things that do things based on retaliations. With that guess there. I think I'm still happy using this over using the Talisman. Talisman will hit Naturalist, but Naturalist has HP for days. So... and I mean, like, by that, I mean, like, this Talisman's gonna deal damage from the challenge rule at the start of the hero's turn. But that's okay. Like, we're gonna use the different power anyway, is what I mean. I'm like, it doesn't matter whether I use this power or not. But I would rather discard the card still. All of these are jinxes. Imminent destruction with smoke bombs is pretty good. Also destroys environment cards, I guess. Discard Scattered Mind again. Imminent destruction on tops. Below that, so now we don't need to deal with the villain deck because we know the next two card plays and they're fine. And on this side of Kismet, she's not going to play two cards. If I had used Uncharmed Life, then I actually would have redirected the Naturalist for -1. I think that's fine. Alright, what are you gonna do now? We could use this to destroy the ongoing, but this destroys two ongoings. And Wraith isn't really dealing damage for a while. Big rush to do that. Could just Predator's Eye onto Kismet. Sure. Let's expedite the end of the game. Because the way to win Sentinels is to deal damage. More damage, more problems. And for more damage, I want a Crafty Assault, I guess? Unless I want to dig through my deck. There is another Bestial Shift in there. I could discard my hand to try to get to that. Or... 8 cards. Drawing 8 out of 25. Chances are high I get Bestial Shift or Natural Form's Power. I could... oh, that's a power. Actually, Primal Charge is what I was thinking of. 2, 4, 6 cards out of 25. I'm drawing 8. Sure. Oh no, I discarded the crystalloid behemoth. I can shift their strength again! Oh, hero targets are immune to damage dealt by environment targets? That would have been nice to have had like 2 rounds ago. There's a primal charge. Have all active? Yep. Right. Just to exceed expectations. We could do cause and effect, but that would put him. That would eliminate the 3-way tie we have here, just for 1 extra damage. Never mind, we lost the tie anyway, because our name is Setback. Our name is Setback. And we're a setback. I guess I could hit Setback a number of times to get him to 12 tokens, and then we have the Silver Lining. I'm not gonna do it. It is very unlikely to matter. Does way more damage with the pluses. Alright, Kismet's down to 12. Can we inventory barrage for the win? It's another behemoth! I'm starting to think that John stacked the decks. Destroy all environment cards. Naturalist lost his behemoth. He can have it back. Yay. Smoke bombs. And then the rest doesn't matter as much. It's actually nice because now we are back to the three-way tie. Yay. And that's only like 1,000,000 damage. It's only like 1,000,000 damage. Inventory barrage doesn't win the game, no. Also, this makes me discard a card, which is unfortunate. I'm just gonna get rid of my Scattered Mind. And let's see what the environment is doing. It's not a crystalloid behemoth! What? Go and play. But haha, you have plus damage. Okay. Naturalist. Threaten the stomp. Sure. Oh, no. Sure. Bottom card. Gauge. Ow! GG. Challenge accepted. Or, sorry, completed. Challenge completed. Alright. We have finished with a grand total of 6, 12, 16, 22, 33 hit points. That's almost a setback. Or is more than a setback. How much does setback start with? I've hit new game. I guess to see that. Setback starts with 31. That's more than setback. Awesome. Alright. That was... How long ago? That was 5 years and 17 days ago. Let's go to 5 years and 10 days ago. The O's Trap. He was just an ordinary man living an ordinary life until one day, something changed. Seemingly out of nowhere, a mysterious sharp pain coursed through his body like he had been stabbed. The pain quickly faded, but it left a splinter in his mind, a yearning that became a drive, that became an unstoppable mission. The assistant in the train, they were essential, yes. And the psychic, she was the catalyst. Our man was no longer ordinary. He was at the next level. Now he sets his plan in motion to ensnare hero and villain both. This one shot requires Mini Pack 1, Rook City Vengeance, and Villains of the Multiverse. Alright. Bright Train and Misinformation and Sergeant Steel versus Visionary and Prime Warden's Fanatic or Redeemer Fanatic? Redeemer, right? Redeemer Fanatic. And or is that Prime Warden's? I don't know. And Mr. Fixer in... I can't tell. I can't tell. It's probably the what is the name of that environment? The one with trials. We'll just hit new game. No, it's not. It's Silver Gulch, surprise! I was also thinking Silver Gulch, but I was like, no, it's sand, but it's more desert themed, right? Or not desert, like Egyptian themed, right? Right? All aboard! The freight trains are coming! I have foreseen the consequences of this conflict. It is Prime Warden's Fanatic. Alright, Visionary starts with Decoy Projection, Demoralization, Psychic Maelstrom, and Suggestion. Prime Warden's Fanatic starts with Chastise, Consecrated Ground, Holy Nova, Zealous Offense. Mr. Fixer starts with Bloody Knuckles, Driving Mantis, Pipe Wrench, and Toolbox. I think this is actually a really good start here to have Driving Mantis and Pipe Wrench, especially for a team villain game. Because, you know, in standard single villain games, this would only really work on the villain turn once, right? But here it works 3 times. And also on hero turns as well. Then Pipe Wrench makes it so that damage of 3 becomes 2 in redirects as well. Cool. This is just standard, so this is easy, right? So, at the start of the game, Fright Train enters play, 1-track warrior side up, Agent of Destruction is put into play, the villain deck is shuffled. At the end of Fright Train's turn, Fright Train deals the hero target with the highest HP 3 melee damage. Agent of Destruction says... Increase damage dealt by Fright Train by 1, increase the first damage dealt to Fright Train each turn by 1. So he gets extra damage, but also... can hit him harder and makes him easier to take out. But through taking him out, at the start of Fright Train's turn, the hero target with the highest HP deals themselves 2 toxic damage. Mr. Fixer says hi to that. Mr. Fixer's like, oh, by the way, I'm going to redirect that damage. Also, Bunker Nemesis on both Misinformation and Fright Train, so they can hit themselves harder. At the start of the game, Misinformation enters play Reality Rewriter side up. Cards are revealed for the top of Misinformation's deck until 2 ongoing cards are revealed and put into play. Other revealed cards are shuffled back into Misinformation's deck. At the end of Misinformation's turn, the top card of each hero deck is moved to the bottom of that deck. We don't have Fugue State Parse, so that's not really going to benefit us too much. Her Incapacitation, at the end of Misinformation's turn, each player discards 1 card and draws 1 card, which is really beneficial. I actually slightly wonder if this was originally just discards 1 card, and then that turned out to be terrible in playtesting, so the draws 1 was added. I could definitely see something like that happening. Like, misinformation V1.0. Each player discards one card. Yeah, we incapacitated her. We never had cards ever again. All right, let's draw cards. Anyway, I say this not knowing at all how playtesting went, by the way. I'm not sharing any insider information. I'm just randomly guessing. Sergeant Steel. At the start of the game, Sergeant Steel enters play filter leader side up. Cards are revealed from the top of Sergeant Steel's deck until 2 agents are revealed and put into play. Other revealed cards are shuffled back to Sergeant Steel's deck. Filter abilities are activated by this card and cards from Sergeant Steel's deck. At the end of Sergeant Steel's turn, the filter ability of the villain agent with the highest HP is activated. Then Sergeant Steel deals the hero target with the highest HP 2 projectile damage. Okay, so we have 2 ongoing cards, 2 agent cards to consider. Unshackled Destiny, Internal Collapse, a Mega Gunner, Espion Agent. And we're also starting with Major Flay. Oh no! Oh no! Villain ongoing cards are indestructible! Oh no! But that is really interesting. Alright, Unshackled Destiny. If damage would reduce a target to 0 or fewer HP, prevent that damage, then destroy this card. Uh-oh. At the end of Bright Train's turn, this card deals the hero target with the highest HP 2 lightning damage. If the Visionary is active in this game, villain ongoing cards are indestructible. Uh-oh. Damage prevention, destroy this card except villain cards are indestructible, but this card also can't be reduced to 0 or fewer, and this card can't be destroyed. Oh no! Oh no! That sounds like we need a backup plan. Okay, remember I said that Driving Mantis and Pipe Wrench was awesome? What if I told you that the secret winner of this fight is Tire Iron? What if Tire Iron is secretly the MVP of this match? But it is actually important, because like Tire Iron says, after Mr. Fixer damages a target, if that target has 2 or fewer HP, destroy it. So he needs to specifically damage Major Flay. He can't have that damage be prevented. Oh no. Then once Major Flay is gone, then Unshackled Destiny can be destroyed. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I was not expecting this. Oh my gosh. Alright, what else do we have to consider here? At the end of Misinformation's turn, each player destroys 1 of their equipment cards. If no equipment cards are destroyed this way, destroy this card. Then each player may move 1 card from their trash into their hand. I remember there being confusion as to what this then means. Like, does the then modify the destroy this card then stuff, or does it only trigger if this card's not destroyed? And I honestly don't remember the answer to that. We also have Mega Gunner. The first time Sergeant Steel or an agent is dealt damage by a non-villain target each turn, this card deals that target 1 projectile damage, but the filter ability increases damage dealt by this card by 2 until the start of Sergeant Steel's turn. Espion Agent, Sergeant Steel, and agents are immune to damage dealt by non-hero targets. The filter ability, discard the top card of a hero deck. If the discarded card was a one-shot, this card deals that deck's hero character card 2 projectile damage. Alright, so all of these cards are permanent right now. Well, the ongoings are permanent. Also, targets can't be destroyed. So what does that mean? What does that mean? And there's no other way of instant target destruction other than Tire Iron, right? I don't think Visionary has any. Fnatic has... Ooh, Fnatic has End of Days. Huh. But it's not in her hand is the problem. But she could destroy things with End of Days. Because that's not preventing destruction outright, it's just preventing reduction. So what do we push for first? End of Days or Tire Iron? because we have neither of those. Pillbox could draw to it better. Visionary's power draws as well. Ooh, Visionary with decoy projection that can't be destroyed is also pretty sick, isn't it? Damage dealt to Visionary is permanently redirected to decoy projection. Because we can't destroy that target. So it's absolutely decoy projection as a play. Alright, that's easy. And I mean, like... I mean, Visionary is just going to be at max HP for the entirety of this game, is what this means. Visionary with decoy projection and demoralization can bring everything down to 1 HP. Over the course of like 20 odd turns. And then we can End of Days to get rid of Unshackled Destiny, or rather Major Flay first and then Unshackled Destiny, and then we wipe out the villains. So I guess we're not even in a rush then. Visionary at 26 HP can't die. I guess the major problem would be like, are there any other effects that would be bad? Are there like instant destruction effects? This destroys hero equipment cards. Discard their hand unless they discard 1 card now? What? Unless each... Oh, you don't... I misread that. That target's player discards their hand unless they discard 1 card now. Like, why would you ever not discard 1 card? No, it's each player. And then that's damage. HP recovery. Damage. Destroy. Destroy. Oh, but with... Oh, but destroy. Ooh. Ooh, that destroys decoy projection. Also destroys Fanatic and Fixer at some point. Ooh. Ooh, okay. So we're not saved. Also, Rebuilt to Survive makes Fright Train... Oh, but this reduces 5 or more by 2, but then HP recovery. Okay, so it's not as bad as I thought. I thought it said reduce damage by 2, but no. No active member of Sentinels. Okay. How can you screw me up, misinformation? You'll just be dealing damage is what you'll be doing. Villain targets are immune to damage. Well, that would be bad too, wouldn't it? Destroy hero ongoing cards. Awesome! And Fanatic is active, so heroes cannot use powers during turns other than their own. Excuse me. Fixer is active in this game, so damage dealt by this card is irreducible. And increased damage dealt by this card. But Heartbreaker, isn't that, that's the, Tony Taurus, right? That's Tony Taurus turned rogue. Basically a spoof of, like, the Two-Face guy in Batman, who was previously a reporter, I think, and then turned into this weird coin flipper. I mean, it's not explicitly a reference to real-life comic heroes, right? Or comic villains, but things tend to be modeled like that. Ooh, what about Heroes Unallied, which is going to just play a million misinformation cards without ever destroying them? What about no power uses? This all seems pretty bad, actually. All seems pretty bad. I guess we hunt for End of Days first, because, like, Tire Ironing Major Flay, yeah, we get rid of Major Flay, and then we can slowly get through the ongoings, but what if I just End of Days every villain card, and also all the hero cards, but... Attorney, that's what it was. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense, because he was something about justice in Gotham City, and then, like, half of his face got burned in some fire, and that turned him dark, and he started flipping coins for justice instead of relying on like the justice system or something. I would imagine like some sort of incident where like he defended a client and that client then proceeded to burn his face. I don't know, honestly. I'm just guessing. End of days? End of days? Aegis would be nice, but it's gonna just keep getting destroyed by internal collapse. And by keep getting destroyed, I mean it's gonna get destroyed. Ongoing cards are also not safe, right? This just destroys one. That's a choice. Equipment cards are super not safe. They are super not safe. Still kind of want to hold it though. Chastise is never gonna work, right? And there's no friendly cards that we would want to leave in play anyway. We could Chastise Major Flay, but that would be pointless. We could Chastise Mecha Gunner, but for that to... you would have to take herself damage. But I guess, like... we're not really gonna hit things, are we? I mean, we're never gonna hit me. I don't know. Can we ever use Zealous Offense? We can, because this is Prime Wardens. We definitely can use Zealous Offense. Which is a bit better than Chastise, because that selects 2 targets. We could also do that plus Chastise, question mark? Only no upper HP, I guess. Consecrated Ground is never gonna just... well, I guess it destroys environment cards. I'll just discard Chastise. It was a one-shot. If you move End of Days, I'm gonna be upset. Fire and Focus. Riveting Crane. Oh, this was the internal collapse. Move a card from our trash to our hand. Okay, so it didn't actually do the thing. Okay, well... didn't let me move the Chastise. I honestly don't know if that's even correct. Is it only supposed to work if this card is destroyed, or what? Because I don't know. Zealous Offense. Take the damage. Divine Focus, okay. Visionary to draw on Fanatic more. Final Dive. Final Dive works. How did I miss that Final Dive existed? It's not End of Days, though. These might be a bit better again because it clears the board. It does destroy hero stuff, though. Heal the villain with the highest. I don't think I want to do this. That hits Freight Train. I mean, it does make progress. I don't think I care to do it just yet. Infiltrationist for extra card plays. Awesome. Oh no! Also in Shackled Destiny. Yeah. So the damaged Visionary redirected. Oh my gosh. Again, I'm just not gonna bother. Driving Mantis, I guess? And yeah, let's just like do this. Wait, Driving Mantis. Right, I don't want to play Pipe Wrench, but I can play Driving Mantis because, yeah, it's not going to get destroyed. Stout Barrel. Playing Explosives Wagon. Hmm. Oh no! Everyone can discard, sure. Blowing up the wagon is interesting. Again, we can't actually destroy villain targets with it. But Visionary takes no damage. Mr. Fixer with Pipe Wrench redirects the first damage. It would only be Fanatic that takes the damage. And it does do a lot of progress towards villains. Oh no! Oh no! What is going on? Alright, I'm gonna do Demoralization. That hits villains? Yeah. Fanatic. Again, we're not like actually permanently saved because if Decoy Projection gets destroyed, Visionary starts taking damage again. That is not End of Days. I'm starting to think that whoever set up this one shot set it up so that End of Days were the bottom two cards of the deck. Definitely keep Final Dive. I think we'd want to blow up the Explosive Wagon earlier rather than later. But we want to do it after Fixer plays Pipe Wrench. And if I play Pipe Wrench, I want to destroy the Explosive Wagon before Internal Collapse destroys an equipment card. I want to keep the card draw cards. I want to keep N Aegis. Because, like, Fanatic's gonna suffer for the most part. Keep Consecrated Ground. I guess Consecrated Ground could just destroy Explosive Wagon, but again, we would like to play it after Fixer has Pipe Wrench. And the timing on that is kind of awful because Misinformation goes off before Fanatic, and Fanatic therefore can't play Consecrated Ground before Fixer has his Pipe Wrench in play. Rather unfortunate. I think I lose Embolden. Okay, no more powers. Missionary's power is dead. Fanatic's power is dead. Fixer was not really using his power that effectively. Wrathful Retribution! Oh no! But yeah, without being able to use Resolute to keep Zealous Offense in play, this is a bit harder now. We could stop the Explosives Wagon from exploding. That seems useless. Stopping the Mega Gunner is good. That's damage. That's all, but that's like anything that says highest. Okay, that's a deck. Anything that says highest is, yeah. The Major Flay is always hitting Visionary, who is redirecting to an indestructible Decoy Projection. I could discard to do 2 damage and then do Brutal Censure to do 2 damage, or Sanctifying Strike to do 8 damage. And that keeps Zealous Offense alive for a turn. But yeah, the problem is, like, Twisted Reality is permanent. It is extra card plays, though. The timing on Zealous Offense, though, means that I do need to do the extra damage first. This is also going to keep destroying hero cards, isn't it? Great. Fantastic. Fantastic. I could destroy Major Flay, though. Maybe. Well, no. Not just yet. He's not going to be up. Oh, no, but we have +1. Ooh, we have +1. I can destroy Major Flay. Thereby making this game actually work. Okay. Okay. Do I want to do it this round now? I mean, the thing is... Obviously, we try to keep Unshackled Destiny to keep the decoy projection alive, so we use this to prevent the decoy projection's destruction. This is already Gondoff. Gondoff? Gondoff? You don't have to force it this round, though, especially if we're going to use the Explosives Wagon. But we also could use the Explosives Wagon to blow up and kill these things. Oh, but there's... Hold the line. Oh, but that's going to be destroyed. Okay. I'm annoying that Divine Focus is blocking like half of the villain play area right now. It's hard to see what's actually in play. But let's see. Explosive Wagon would kill Infiltrationist, would kill... Oh, but it's immune to non-hero damage. Oh. I'd have to actually kill Espion Agent. Oh. I mean, if I want to... So if I want to maximize the Explosive Wagon effect, I need to kill Espion Agent. Okay. But again, I can't kill Espionage. I could Final Dive, but then I don't Final Dive Major Flay. So like if I were to do Brutal Censure to deal 3 damage to Major Flay, and then I do Final Dive with my end of turn card play off of Twisted Reality. Like, I still want it to basically be set up that... But then I can't ever have the Explosive Wagon kill... do 1 damage to the decoy projection with Unshackled Destiny preventing it, and then the 2nd damage to kill it, and then also have it deal damage to everything, because I need to be able to destroy those things. They're... Kind of stinks. I don't actually need to do this because I have the +1 anyway, so I'm gonna skip. And no. I think yeah, Brutal Censure Major Flay still. Some down to 4. On the other hand, we do have that Demoralization that's gonna do 2. Unless I do want the Explosives Wagon to go off, but then again, I can't kill hero stuff. Or not the hero stuff. I can't kill Espion Agent in time. Unless I were to waste the Unshackled Destiny on a villain destruction. But you don't have damage here. Alright, well, I guess then I'll just throw this on Freight Train. Yeah. I have to figure this out different. This is what we're gonna do. End of days. Okay. End of days, I guess, is finally here. Okay. End of days means I don't need to Final Dive Major Flay, although Final Diving Major Flay... something fell out of my pocket. Final Diving Major Flay would mean I could still deal 4 + 1 damage to a target. Although I could final dive anyone I want at that point. I could just final dive Espeon Agent. Final dive Espeon Agent. End of days hits Major Flay first. Then the Explosives Wagon that hits the Decoy Projection. Well, hits Visionary, which redirects the Decoy Projection. Decoy Projection is saved by Unshackled Reality, or Unshackled Destiny. And then the second hit hits Visionary, redirects the Decoy Projection, kills the Decoy Projection, but Visionary takes 0 damage. Mr. Fixer with Pipe Wrench. The first hit redirects, second hit is reduced to 2. And then Fnatic takes this full stated damage. But we still can't do that this turn, because I can't play Final Dive and End of Days. So I guess then I just play something else. Flying Strike. Also, Hold the Line is indestructible. It's gonna destroy itself, except it's indestructible. Field Inventor, because we want extra damage. Sure. Oh no! Oh no! Well, it's good we didn't hit Sergeant Steel. But yeah, we're definitely end of dazing, right? I mean, I guess all the targets die to Explosives Wagon regardless of end of days. But I think it's still better to consider end of days. I guess Toolbox. It will be destroyed by Internal Collapse, but that draws me 1 extra card than skipping does. Grease Gun. Grease Gun would stop Explosives Wagon from dealing damage, which doesn't matter. Stops Fright Train from dealing damage, which doesn't matter. This information destroys it over here. Actually, no, it destroys 1 of their equipment cards. We could play 2 and keep, like, Toolbox or whatever. We could play Pipe Wrench and destroy Toolbox. But we still have the Infiltrationist who's going to destroy an equipment card. Unless we were to destroy her with... But we can't destroy her. But we can't destroy her. We destroy the Espeon Agent so that the Explosives Wagon works. You don't have another Espeon Agent, do you? No. I mean, we could play, like, Aegis of Resurrection and have that be sacrificed for the Infiltrationist. But I think we could just play Pipe Wrench on Fixer's turn instead of trying to make that work. I mean, we could try to keep Aegis in play by playing, like, Hoist Chain or Grease Gun. Have the Sergeant Steel destroy Grease Gun. I mean, we could use Grease Gun to prevent the Explosives Wagon from destroying things. Or from dealing damage, rather. Because Final Day, or End of Days, will destroy the agents. So it's really just a question of, do we want the Explosives Wagon to hit these 3 things? Because, like, End of Days destroys all the agents. It destroys major play, which allows us to then destroy the ongoing cards. So obviously we would lose hold the line before we destroy the explosives wagon. That doesn't matter. We would probably use that first still. So we would keep Unshackled Destiny to save the telekinetic. I keep saying the wrong one. Decoy projection. I keep thinking of telekinetic cocoon because that's usually what keeps Visionary safe, but she's safe with an indestructible decoy projection right now. So like if I try to... I want to keep the Aegis to keep Fnatic alive, but she's at like 21. But if I stop things from dealing damage, which there isn't that much damage happening until Silver Gulch plays like Cyrus Hayes or Tyler Hayes. Most of the damage is going to Visionary. There's no AoE damage except for Mega Gunner, sorry. Actually, no, it's not even AoE. Is there any AoE? The answer is no. If all the damage to the highest is going to Visionary, yeah, well, yeah, the AoE is against Cyrus Hayes or Tyler Hayes. So if we do have the explosives wagon go off, it's going to be 6 damage to Fnatic. It's going to be 3 damage to Fixer, 2 damage to Fixer if we have Pipe Wrench. And we can redirect it. So it's 8 damage to us, but then 18 plus 3 damage to those. 21 damage versus 8. So I think we do want... Well, we do want the explosives wagon to go off. We don't need to Grease Gun to prevent the damage, so I can play Grease Gun now. Which also doesn't serve much purpose, I guess. That's kind of the problem. I could play Pipe Wrench with my Driving Mantis, but I have to keep it alive. I play Aegis to keep the Pipe Wrench. Right, I'm kind of like... There's like 3 trains of thought right now. Train! 3 freight trains of thought! No, not quite like that. Like a Pipe Wrench in order to better redirect damage from Mr. Fixer in advance of the turn. The problem is Internal Collapse destroys Toolbox, and then Espion Agent or Infiltrationist destroys Pipe Wrench. Unless I put out Aegis of Resurrection first. But I can't do that because I have to Final Dive and End of Days. I have to Final Dive... Well, I don't have to, but I want to Final Dive Espion Agent, so that the explosives wagon will go off, so I can't actually keep the Pipe Wrench in play. So I'll do Grease Gun just for safety then. Salvage Yard can bring back Grease Gun, so it's not terrible to play anyway. Lost in the Past? Okay, that's fine. Is that whenever, or is that just a check? If there are no cards at the end of the environment turn, if there are no cards in the environment trash, the characters are lost in time. With Stout Barrel, it's actually pretty annoying, but it's not going to matter. Deal each target 2 energy damage, but we have... Oh, but this is not... This only steps targets. But yeah, it only hits Fnatic. Driving Mantis redirects it, so in Visionary, yeah, so we don't... Oh, but this is happening anyway. This is discard to discard a card from the environment deck, so I'm gonna say no to that. Agents are immune to this, right? They're not, because this is not a target. Excellent! Yay! Does the order matter? Don't think so. Oh no, it's +1, so actually Fixer does take the damage. But okay. Can't do anything about that anyway. Damage. Some of this is actually prevented. Or no, it's not because of the -1. Okay, that's good. Is it good? Doesn't really make a difference. It makes Final Dive worse. Final Dive on the Expion Agent is worse. Dare I suggest? I would like to make a suggestion. Dare I suggest? I don't think there's a suggestion that makes sense. Just do Mind Spike. Psychic Maelstrom. Psychic Maelstrom to hit the villains harder while we still have Explosives Wagon. That's fine. I mean, the agents aren't going to take the damage as much, but... Oh no, Major Flay is indestructible. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. It's annoying having these like reveal card things. They don't do anything. They don't do anything. Alright. Destroy one hero, ongoing, or equipment card, and then destroy this card. So yeah, this is happening. Okay. We still have to destroy all equipments. And demoralization is dying anyway, right? The end of days that we're gonna play. Also, Zealous Offense is dying because we're not dealing 3 damage this turn. Actually, we can if we hit Fright Train with the thing, so maybe I'd keep it for a second. Oh no! Whenever hero target would deal damage, oh no. Okay, well, and the Final Dive is now not as useful. Okay. Okay. We still have to do it. And then I have to destroy this. And I still didn't get to move a card from my trash. When do I get to do that? We didn't do it when this card was going to destroy itself, it was indestructible. And we also didn't do it when we destroyed one of our equipment cards. This card is broken. It's broken. It just don't work. Alright, so it's just going to be whoever, like... I don't know. We're going to end of days most of these anyway, so it's really just who's going to have an effect that might matter from Sergeant Steel, so Espion Agent. We could Zealous Offense, the Explosives Wagon, so it doesn't hurt us, but I think that's okay. I'll just do Mega Gunner. Alright. So my damage is gonna redirect the Visionary who takes 0. But destroy Major Flay. Major Flay was destroyed? No way! No way! No way! Wait a minute. Oh, that was Heroes Unallied. Oh no! Wait. Wait. I don't like this anymore. I don't like this anymore. So I know what happened. I know exactly what happened. So heroes and allied redirected the damage, destroyed this card, played the top card of Misinformation's deck, which played Focused Insanity, which made Visionary hit herself, which redirected to the... Oh no, sorry. No, let me take it back. So we did Final Dive, and the only thing we could really hit with that, like, all of these were going to take damage because of Explosives Wagon, even with the -1. So we had to redirect that to Visionary, which redirected it to the Decoy Projection, and thereby that destroyed Unshackled Destiny. Right? Why is this in the trash first then? This should have happened first. We redirected the damage. The damage happened, which destroyed Unshackled Destiny. Oh no, I guess it wasn't quite destroyed yet, was it? No, wait. No, it was, because Decoy Projection is gone. No, it is still here. Wait, now I'm confused. I guess Major Flay was in the process of being destroyed with Final Dive, which kept Unshackled Destiny alive? With Heroes Unallied, we redirected the damage. Major Flay kept Unshackled Destiny indestructible. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Activate its filter ability. Okay, well this is happening. Oh, but no, Grease Gun. Okay. Grease Gun was still in play, so all my decisions about things didn't matter because Grease Gun is still in play. Sharpshooter. Okay, so Pipe Wrench. And I don't want to play Meditation, I don't want to play Bloody Knuckles, I don't want to play Hoist Chain, and I don't want to play... get those, so I skip. And then End of Days goes off. The first Lost in the Past, and then End of Days goes off. Okay. Oh. I destroyed the wrong thing, but it didn't matter because End of Days worked, so I didn't have to Final Dive then. Why did I Final Dive then? I just wasted damage immunity to Visionary with Final Dive. Okay, well, yeah. For some reason I thought I had to play Final Dive to kill Espeon Agent, and then I proceeded to not kill Espeon Agent, so I'm just so good at this game, guys. Okay, we destroy this so that the Explosives Wagon will work. And your -1 is also destroyed because we destroyed Major Flay. So yeah, so your -1 doesn't exist, so that part doesn't matter. Don't destroy Engine of Destruction because you want that +1 for the moment. Don't destroy Decoy Projection because we gotta redirect the damage. I'll just destroy the agents because that's fewer animations for Explosives Wagon, really. That barrel as well, but not the Explosives Wagon just yet. Okay. So the rest of this, well, okay, then it's the Explosives Wagon because we need Driving Mantis and Pipe Wrench and Decoy Projection, but the other ones don't matter as much, I don't think. This part hits Visionary first. Unfortunately, she is taking 3 more damage off of it. And then we can Driving Mantis this. Misinformation will be at 2, so I think we get her down since her effect is a net positive. And Sergeant Steel without agent. Pretty good. Ah! This card is programmed to have us move cards from our trash on destruction. Why? Alright, I'm going to report this. I'm fairly sure that's not the text of the card or the spirit of the card, as far as I know. It could be wrong, but I'm going to report it. This is, however, the public build, so I have to do it this way. What card was this again now? What card was this? And I have to click back. Internal collapse. Okay. Oh, but I can't do it though. Internal collapse. Internal collapse. Internal collapse. Internal collapse. Internal collapse. No, come back. Come back. Back. At least, yeah. Awesome. Let me take it back. Seems to be programmed to work on destruction of the card. This card was destroyed. End of days. And now I get to move cards from hero trashes to my hand. However, it seems this should only take place if this card is destroyed after not having destroyed hero equipment cards at the end of Miss Information's turn, I think. Alright. Here's where it says, let's see if these articles work. Is Sub-Zero Hemisphere working correctly? Why does this one always here? This has nothing to do with Sub-Zero Hemisphere. Thank you for your automated attempts, but I will submit that. Alright. So I could have gamed this. I could have gamed this to get Driving Mantis back, although I could meditate it. Pipe Wrench will be brought back with Salvage Yard, most likely, in any case. I don't think I want to rewind to maximize that, though, so it's fine. Decoy Projection is back. Yes! Do I want another Aegis? You don't always need a second Aegis, but then you have it. Zealous Offense is probably fine. The equipments can be brought back more easily with Salvage Yard, so I guess it's Bloody Knuckles. What? 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 That brought back 2 cards? What? I am so confused right now. This card is not programmed. I don't know. It was like, what? Like, why? What? If no equipment cards are destroyed this way, destroy this card, then each player may move 1 card from their trash into their hand. And this happened twice. There weren't 2 of those, right? There was only 1. Unless this one said something? No. Can I get back to this? No. I did not click on that, no. Can I just do this to continue, or is it gonna keep sending stuff? I don't know. I'm probably not gonna bother. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know. Ah, this game is wacky. This is okay. So this is such an edge case, though. I guess is the thing, because internal collapse. Well, okay, maybe not necessarily. This could be destroyed by any card that says destroy an ongoing card, right? The question is, why did I get to do the moving of cards from to the trashes to the hands? It's possible that it banked the moving cards until after the card was actually destroyed, because there were a couple of turns where no equipment cards were destroyed this way. But I said, hey, why didn't I move cards from my trash? But ordinarily you don't get to have that happen, because this card has to be indestructible, which is really hard to happen. You have to either have Major Flay in play with Visionary, or you're in Time Cataclysm where all cards are indestructible for the round. Either way, it seems, I don't know. Either way, that's really weird. I guess it's kind of making up for the fact that I didn't get my cards back on that turn or two where I should have, but I also probably got extra cards back that I shouldn't have still. I don't know. I will leave that to the programming team to decipher. I'm not discarding the cards. Okay, so that was Temple Event. Okay. I was wondering why we now have 3 environment cards after having End of Dazed, but that's just because Stout Barrel played a card that played a card, so. Alright, this information is now gone. Our end cap is each hero discards a card and draws a card, so it's actually fairly good because there's always at least one card you're never gonna play. Damage? Alright, so Sergeant Steel has no agents. Also, his deck's down to 2 cards. And we're either playing Bomb Specialist, or we're playing individual tactics that is gonna play Bomb Specialist and activate its filter ability. Yay! And then Sergeant Steel will also activate this filter ability. So, and the filter ability is 2 and 2 damage twice. And it could happen twice. So that could be 16 damage. Plus Sergeant Steel's 2 damage. Hello, Iron Moose. Welcome to what is probably the weirdest game I have played. Can I deal you 11 damage before your turn? That seems hard. We do have 3 damage here. No, sorry. We don't have 3 damage here. We have 3 self-damage here. We don't have... How did we never find a No, we have a sacrosanct card. Never mind, we have this. Okay. We can deal you 7 damage. Can't deal you any more because you might die. Or will die, rather. 3 and 5 kills you. That's 7 damage. Cerebral Hemorrhage is 2 damage. But depending on what this top of card play is, we could kill Sergeant Steel this turn. Probably not worth, like, forcing that, though, even though there is going to be 2 and 2 damage twice, right? It's 4 damage, the 2 highest twice. That's going to put Fixer at 9, Visionary at 10. Could just Decoy Projection. We also could suggest, actually. Remember we were talking about how suggestion might not be helpful? It's actually super helpful because that Bomb Specialist is staring me down and I don't like it. Mission Objective is probably the safest because we know exactly who Sergeant Steel's targeting. Target with the highest is Visionary. Mission objective increases damage dealt to targets in this play area by 1. So I just hit it on anyone that's not visionary. Increase damage dealt to targets in this play area by agents. So it's not self damage or environment damage or just general damage. We do suggestion. Don't hold the line. Oh my god, there's so many hold the lines. Oh my god. Did they get like discarded somehow with like individual tactics? No. What? Then how did we have like 3 of these in the trash? I don't know. I don't know. In any case, we're not doing an agent, right? Because the other card says... Oh, but it's gonna just... It would play Bomb Specialist if it's top. Otherwise, it plays a random card. But it could just be another mission objective. Mission objective is the most neutral, right? Because it doesn't have like an immediate effect, really. How has Mr. Fixer not found a jack handle yet? Is another question I have. Hi, my name's Jack Handle. Cool. And then discards for draws. Hey, I discarded that. Probably should have discarded equipment, but I don't think I'm playing Salvage Yard this turn. I could discard Overdrive. And then Salvage Yard will play it for me. But I want to play other things first. I was talking about dual jack handle, but I now want... I actually want dual crowbars, don't I? Dual crowbars is better when there's only 2 targets anyway. I'm gonna do Aegis. And you can't stop me. So 3 damage or 1 damage or draw 2, discard 1. I'm gonna go with the 3 damage. Oh no, it's mission objective. Oh no. You're going after Visionary and never going after Fanatic? Man, I really wish that I had that dual crowbars right now. I really wish I had that dual crowbars right now. I guess let's Jack Handle this turn, Bloody Knuckles next turn. Hi, Jack Handle. How are you doing? Welcome to the game. Knife is not active in this game, so we are destroying equipment. So now that I got that Jack Handle in play, it'd be a shame if I were to destroy it right now. Guess I destroy Aegis. I mean, we've won, so it doesn't really matter at this point. It's all just, you know, hey, dual crowbars. No, no, that's not dual crowbars. That's not dual crowbars. It's not dual crowbars. It's actually okay. That wins the game. Does it? No, it doesn't really. Play multiple things. Actually, this will win the game. Yay! And what is your incapability? At the start of each active villain's turn, that villain deals the hero target with the highest HP 1 projectile damage. How about you just don't? What about that one? And how about we move all of the equipments from our trashes back into our hands? Yay! Well, that was a really weird game because of Major Flay plus Unshackled Destiny. For those of you that tuned in late into this game, it was weird because villain ongoing cards were indestructible, including the villain ongoing card that said reducing a target to 0 HP is preventable. But Fnatic and Mr. Fixer gave us outs. We used up End of Days to make that work. We also had Final Dive that I misused. And I don't think we ever actually saw the Tire Iron on Fixer either. But it was amusing having Visionary be like totally indestructible with a 1 HP decoy projection that just kept slipping out of people's hands. Thank you, Misinformation. Alright. Well, that will wrap things up for this week, I think. I could look at the next one shot, and if I think it's quick, I could do it so that I'm doing 3, so I'm like catching up more, but challenge Akash Buddha? No, that's not fast. Challenge Akash Buddha says that Akash Buddha is immune to villain and environment damage, which means that taking out primeval limbs doesn't hurt her. So this is definitely not a speedrun game. We're not doing this one, yeah. And we're not doing it next week because next week is the Oblivion game of the month. And hopefully I win that one so that I don't have to do a rematch the following stream. But yeah, that was pretty weird. Yeah, so the situation that we had was Unshackled Destiny, which is an ongoing card that says if damage would reduce a target to 0 or fewer HP, prevent that damage, then destroy this card. So usually that means that you prevent the damage once, destroy this card, and now that the next damage dealt to that target would happen, right? That makes sense. But what if you combo that with Bright Train's Major Flay, who says if the Visionary is active in this game, villain ongoing cards are indestructible. So what that means is Unshackled Destiny cannot be destroyed. And also Major Flay cannot be reduced to 0 or fewer HP, which would allow you to destroy Unshackled Destiny. But also Unshackled Destiny means no one can be reduced to 0 or fewer HP. Unless you take out Major Flay, but you can't take out Major Flay by reducing him to 0 or fewer HP. So you have to destroy him with other effects. And the effect that we did was to just destroy him with End of Days that says destroy all cards other than this card. But we are also potentially using Tire Iron to do that, but also Final Dive. Yeah, all those options would have worked. Tire Iron would have been less useful if Major Flay was at 1, or even at 2. Yeah, 2 also. Major Flay needs to be dealt the damage, and Unshackled Destiny prevents that damage. But yeah, that's the fun fact about Major Flay with Visionary. I do wonder if, like, that interaction was known when they set up this card. I mean, I imagine that most of the time when it comes to, like, these kinds of effects, where it's like, villain ongoing cards are indestructible. That means, like, Rebuilt to Survive is indestructible, and Engine of Destruction is indestructible. And so you look at those and you're like, yeah, there's nothing really bad with that. Because, like, you can't destroy this, but now Fright Train just always has this going on forever, and Fright Train always has this going on forever. But it gets really broken with other villains, right? I'm sure there was some thought process behind this. I'm not sure. It might have been decided that, like, if you are in a game with Major Flay and other things, and Visionary and other things, which, to be fair, there is a card here that says destroy something, right? Yeah, this card says destroy a hero target with 2 or fewer HP. So it's not like it's a complete draw if you have Major Flay with Visionary versus Fright Train versus Misinformation, because Off the Rails will say, hey, I'm going to eventually destroy you hero targets. You thought you were indestructible? Well, you're not. We surprisingly never saw this card, so it was fine. Anyway, as I said, we're definitely wrapping things up. It is 9 p.m. We're not going to do Challenge Akash Buddha right now. Next week is the weekly Oblivion match, so be sure to check that out and see if we win that. Check out the other streams we have on this channel. Every Friday at 4 p.m. is Luck of the Seamus with Seamus the Hug Monster. Every Saturday at 2 p.m. is Spirit Island Saturdays with usually myself, usually John, and usually Seamus. I've been off and on because of my Saturday work shifts, but this Saturday and next Saturday I'm not working, so I will be available for that. On the other hand, Seamus is out because he's in a convention, and John is out because he doesn't like me. Actually, I don't know why John is out, he's just busy. But yeah, Saturday will be Spirit Island solo with Logic Dolphin, be sure to check that out. Tuesday at 7 p.m. is Handelabra Live with John. Handelabra products include Sentinels of the Multiverse, Bottom of the Ninth, One Deck Dungeon, Aeon's End, and Spirit Island. One Deck Dungeon is also available on Switch. Before I say that, those products are available on Steam, iOS, and Android devices. One Deck Dungeon is also available on Switch, and Sentinels of Earth Prime is in active development, and I believe Aeon's End is on sale this week for some Halloween thing, because I guess that's a Halloween-themed game, maybe? Including every other game that Handelabra makes. I guess you could say Bottom of the Ninth is not really, but baseball season, right? Like, yesterday it was the World Series, I think? I don't know. I don't know. What else? I think there's nothing else. Follow me at twitch.tv/LogicDolphin if you would like to see some Final Fantasy XIII content or Slay the Spire content if I play that instead. But until next week, it was fun. Have a good night, everyone. Peace.